Can I talk now? What's up, pup? Okay. 3, 2, 1. What's up, Puppet Hyper Minds? It's your boy, Puppet Hyper, coming to you live from the Puppet Hyper house. And this game, we are going to talk about BushCampDad and how he's not a wholesome streamer and how arrogant he's been in the last month or so. So, let's start from the very, very beginning. I did a video, 2 videos about BushCampDad in the past. I'm going to try and cover those 2 videos in this one video. I'm going to be doing a camping game right now. And that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm camping right now. And I'm going to just talk about how I feel. Now, one of the things that I mentioned in the past was how he thinks that people should let him win, how it benefits them. Perfect example is how one game he was left with another person, and he told the person to let him eliminate them, and they eliminated him first. And he stepped back and he said, "What an idiot! What a moron that this guy is! What an idiot! He should have let me win. I would have called that a stream." First of all, we don't know if the guy was even a streamer. He could have just been playing the game. BushCampDad assumes everybody's a sniper, everybody's a streamer, and everybody wants a shout out from him. Not everybody knows who he is on FORTNITE. Okay? So, this particular game, we're going to be camping out. I'm going to see if I can get the... I hope I have the circle here. I don't really have the circle here. Not maybe for one rotation only. Not the best. Go that way. BushCampDad has been very, very arrogant with a lot of things. Now, I guess I can start with the most recent thing that upset me. Aside from the fact that I was moderator for a short while, his manager Casey made me a mod. And I said, why not? I figure I'll get in, be his mod, and I'll get some followers. And I actually got about 30 followers as his mod, 30 new followers on my TikTok page. Maybe 40, I'm not even sure. It felt like something like that because I was modding for his page. He fired me, or Casey, his manager fired me from the page because he was talking about the one-shot strategy, and I mentioned in the stream as his moderator, hey, that's not yours, that was Zero Shot Bob's strategy. Why are you saying it's yours? And the very next day I got notification that I was removed as a moderator. So obviously he didn't like that I pointed out the truth. Or she didn't like it either. From what I understand, Casey Bomb refused to give Zero Shot Bob credit after he wrote her, from what I heard on one of Zero Shot Bob's strategies. And it makes sense because I spoke to her also, and I gave her a lot of suggestions on how she could make BushCampDad a better streamer and a more wholesome streamer instead of the arrogant piece of crap that he is. I know everybody likes that he does the giveaways. He has a lot of kids watching him. Oh, I want to give away Daddy, and they call him Daddy. Dad, can I have $50? That's why a lot of kids are subbing to him because, and following him because he does all these giveaways. Okay, which is great, but on the other side of the stick, he's flexing all the time. He flexes all his V. He buys $1,000 worth of V-Bucks cards. He flexes it on stream. Every single giveaway he does, if you watch his video, he says how I already spent $20,000 on giveaways, and BushCam Mom gets the credit card bill. You don't gotta tell us how much you spent. Just say that your creator code helps out with the giveaway. That's all you have to say. You don't gotta go through all that. You don't gotta tell everybody how much money you spent. Because trust me, he's making a lot more than $20,000 on his stream. He's definitely making at least 6 figures a year. I don't know to what amount, but he's definitely making 6 figures a year at this point. And it upsets a lot of people. A lot of people came into his stream, and to this day, he still won't give Zero Shot Bob, who created the one-shot strat, the credit where the credit was due. So he basically stole the idea of Zero Shot Bob. And a lot of people who know Zero Shot Bob are upset about it, but Casey Bomb refuses to allow BushCampDad to give Zero Shot Bob credit. And BushCampDad can't do anything without Casey Bomb's permission. It's a weird relationship between them. It's like if he needed his shoe untied, she would have to come in and tie his shoe. If he was sitting uncomfortably, she would have to come in and like fix his legs. That's how weird it is with him and her. But she has helped him make a lot of money so far, yes. at the same time, people who are calling him the most wholesome streamer, you guys are out of your mind. He's far from the most wholesome streamer. I would say he's the most arrogant streamer on YouTube, on all platforms. He would be the most arrogant streamer, just because of the way he acts and the things that he says. He thinks he deserves to have things given to him, like wins or eliminations. Oh, this is great. Recently, I was watching a live of his playback of a live, and he tried to do a custom, and his rule was BushCampDad has to win, and the winner will get second place. Now, the second place winner who BushCampDad eliminates at the end will get the 1,000 V-Bucks. Now, every streamer that does these customs like this, they get eliminated first, and they go around the board and they observe the other players. And he was like, that's ridiculous. I'm not gonna observe players. That's not fun. Why should I do that? Why can't they? And then he gets into the game, and every game that he gets into, he was grief, and they pickaxed him every game. It was like 4 games in a row until he finally gave up. Listen, BushCampDad, if you're gonna do these types of customs, you can't be the one that wins. It's not all about you, BushCampDad. Okay? It's about your fans. Eliminate yourself first. I'll go around the board, make a game out of it. Tell everybody how let me guess who the winner might be. Go on there with Casey, and both of you can guess who you think the winner will be as you go around the board. You know what I mean? Something like that. But to say you have to win, give me a break, man. Give me a break. That's ridiculous. It's not all about BushCampDad all the time. If you're going to do a custom and a giveaway, why do you have to win the game? Just eliminate yourself and observe it and do your giveaway. Do it for the fans. You know, why don't you do random duos once in a while? Maybe your fans want to play with you, the little kids that look up to you. God forbid you play with somebody that's not a famous streamer. Because it seems like that's what you've been doing. And as far as your camping strategy goes, I noticed in Zero builds you use the squad. All of a sudden you want to go squads to carry you to Unreal. Because you feel like you have to be the first camper to be double Unreal. And you couldn't do it on your own, you needed help. Maybe it makes good content, I guess, for you. Possibly good for you. But that's not camping. You know, maybe you were camping in the game, but you had 3 guys who are like pros carry you. So that's that. Another thing is I've seen him get tips on Super Chat. He got a $400 tip once. And he said on the live, he said, oh, I know what I'm going to do with that $400. I'm going to buy a few giveaway cards, but I'm definitely going to buy myself a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue. Gotta remember, there's kids watching you on there. Why are you going to talk about buying alcohol? It's like, yeah, Johnny Walker Black is pretty good, but Johnny Walker Blue is more expensive, and I want to try that. I know you're a 51-year-old man. I'm 52 years old. But I'm not going on my stream talking about buying alcohol to little kids. Okay, oh, that's so wholesome, right, BushCampDad? I'm heated because of all the stuff that's been going on lately. Especially with him saying now that, yeah, they replaced his quitting strategy. Epic replaced his quitting strategy with this, the Zero Shop Op strategy. First of all, the Zero Shop Op strategy was figured out last season. It was always there. Just that nobody picked up on it except Zero Shop Bob picked up on it. And then BushCampDad learned about it and started taking credit for it. He got 500,000 views on that video of the one-shot strategy. And that video is monetized. Therefore, he's making a ton of money on that video. Okay? And Zero Bob is seeing zero. Zilch. You know? They're gonna talk, you know, he should be called Zero Money Bob because of what you did to him. This guy, the person who created the strategy deserves to be monetized for it, not you. At least give him the credit. If you're gonna make money on it, at least give the guy the credit. Cypher PK himself came on Zero Shop Bob's TikTok and said, "I know that you created that strategy. I know it was BushCampDad." Once that happened, BushCampDad decided, "Oh, I'm not gonna do the one-shot strategy anymore. I'm gonna just play the zero builds regular because I don't really have to do the one-shot strategy." There was like the day after Cypher PK said something is when BushCampDad decided not to use it anymore. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that a coincidence? Once somebody points out that it wasn't BushCampDad, once a big streamer points out that it wasn't actually BushCampDad's discovery and that it was Zero Shot Bob's discovery, BushCampDad doesn't want to use it because he doesn't have the credit completely for it anymore. All his fans were believing that he created the strategy when the whole time it was Zero Shot Bob's strategy. So, I mean, that's wrong in my opinion. So I said, you know, Zero Shot Bob deserves all the credit that he should get for that strategy that he came up with. BushCampDad learned about it and right away did a video about it. 3 days after, or 2 or 3 days after Zero Shot Bob did his video on TikTok regarding that strategy. So it wasn't something that he came up with first. It's just obvious. All the signs are there. All the signs are there why BushCampDad didn't come up with a strategy. But nobody, his fans refused to believe it. Because, God forbid, BushCampDad isn't the smartest streamer that everybody says he is. Mr. 300 IQ, like they said, they like to call him. I mean, it's really bogus and BS, man. It really is. He just basically made himself look like a horrible person by doing that. Very arrogant person. And like I said, Casey Bomb won't even give Zero Shot Bob the credit when he asked for it. When everybody knows the facts. But she refuses to believe that he came up with it herself. When she knows, they all know. There's a video of Zero Shot Bob mentioning, BushCampDad mentioning Zero Shot Bob. A live video with that strategy where Zero Shot Bob mentioned it in a live stream. And he's like, it's an interesting hypothesis. You can look on Zero Shot Bob's page and you'll see it. Look at Zero Shot Bob's page and you'll see the strategy. Okay? You'll see that video of BushCampDad acknowledging him. But then all of a sudden, the next day or so, BushCampDad decided that he wants to make a video about how he discovered the one-shot strategy. And I'm sure Casey Bomb said something like, oh no, don't give him the credit. You know, you have more than enough followers that they'll believe you over him. It's a horrible thing. She's a horrible person for doing what she did. And I lost respect for Casey Bomb, and I lost respect for BushCampDad as well. Although I never really had respect for BushCampDad, I kind of had a little bit of respect for Casey Bomb because I know that she's the backbone of his operation. Like without her, he wouldn't be making any money right now. So I gave her credit for that. But after hearing from Zero Shot Bob that she herself refused to give Zero Shot Bob the credit for that strategy, it really upset me. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I can think of other things. The whole quitting strategy, by the way, the last season when he had the quitting strategy, why are you telling people that it's okay? You're telling these kids it's okay to quit. You get a bonus for quitting. He should be telling the kids don't quit the game. But he was saying, oh, quit. You get a bonus. Quit. As a camper, I've never quit a game before, left the game before to get any kind of bonus. So I don't agree with that at all. I think that he sent the wrong message by saying, "Oh yeah, it's okay to quit the game. That's what you got to do. You guys got to quit the game." Let's see if we can be safe here, maybe. It's not okay to quit. You don't get a bonus in life for quitting. But yeah, but it's so many things. He's making so much money, and every day he seems to be getting more arrogant and arrogant. I've seen him get mad at people. Like you got to see the video. I think the video was from yesterday or 2 days ago, where he tried to do customs, and they kept on pickaxing him. He wanted to win the game. He said the rule is BushCampDad's got to win, and whoever comes in second, like whoever lets me eliminate them, will be the $1,000. No, every game they eliminate him. I think I said it before. He tells people idiots, morons. He always says, just so everybody knows, it's more beneficial to let BushCampDad win because I can shout out your stream. I can help you. First of all, not everybody's streaming. Okay, so not everybody that's playing in a game with you is listening to your stream while they play. Not everybody in the same game as you is watching your stream. That's how he acts. Like with that one guy, the way he acted was like that guy was actually watching a stream and he was saying, "Yeah, let me eliminate you." And I'll try to stream out. There we go. He said, let me eliminate you, and I'll shout your stream out. The guy eliminated him, and he said, what? He called him an idiot. What an idiot! I would have shouted out his stream. Maybe he's not a streamer. Not everybody on Fortnite is a streamer. You know. Let's see what I get for this. 15th place. I might. How about I don't get mine? Maybe a 0. I'm thinking. It's taking longer than usual. I hate when this happens. This happens all the time to me. But yeah. Let me return to lobby. So on that note, look, if those of you who are fans of BushCampDad, watch his behavior on his live streams. Watch how he acts. Look at the arrogance he has. Okay, even when he talks about Nick A30, he says, I don't know why Nick A30 won't play with me. He thinks I'm a plebe or something like that. Nick A30 hasn't played with him yet. I'm not sure why. Maybe he doesn't want to, but he thinks Nick A30 should be playing with him. And he said a million times, oh, let's make Team Canada. Not everybody wants to play with you, BushCampDad. I haven't seen Ninja shout out to him yet to play with him. Not yet. Maybe he will. I don't know. But I know Cypher PK has played. And Cypher PK was a big part of his success, especially that video that he recently did, that one edit that he just did for BushCampDad, where he says he can be slowed down, but he can't be stopped. You know? Yeah. It's harder to stop him. You know why? Because he's using zero-shot Bob strategy now. Okay? He didn't start the season off like that, but towards the end of the season of Unreal builds, towards the end of his adventure to get to Unreal, he was using zero-shot Bob strategy. Okay, the only thing that BushCampDad came up with in that video, in that strategy, was a name. He called it the one-shot strat, because he gets himself down to one shot, so that he doesn't take that much damage. But at the end of the day, that's just the name of that. That's just a name he gave it. But check out Zero Shot Bob's TikTok page, Zero Shot Bob. Check out his TikTok page, and you'll see that he created a few days before BushCampDad's video ever came out. And there's also proof on Zero Shot Bob's page that it was mentioned where BushCampDad. That's an interesting hypothesis. And the next day he said, I figured it out. He said that he figured it out. BushCampDad said he figured it out. After Zero Shot Bob told him all about it. So if you're a BushCampDad fan, think twice about it, because he's not as wholesome as everybody may think he is. Okay? If anything, he's the most arrogant streamer. And that's all I have to say in this video about BushCampDad. Follow Zero Shot Bob on his TikTok page and on Twitch. And also, please follow me on YouTube here. Follow me on Twitch. My Twitch name is Puppet Hyper. Also, if you're into puppets, I do a lot of puppet. I'm a puppeteer. I do a lot of puppet videos on my TikTok page, and my TikTok is Puppet Hyper House. Check those videos out if you're into like puppets and fun stuff with puppets. I do like a lot of the trending songs and stuff like that, so I have a lot of fun with that. But on YouTube, I have like my videos like the one I just did here. So please like and subscribe, and follow me on all social platforms. Everywhere I am, I'm Puppet Hyper. YouTube, I'm Puppet Hyper Official. TikTok, I'm Puppet Hyper House, and here on Twitch, I'm Puppet Hyper as well. So please follow me, and everybody have a great day and stay hyper, you guys. Peace out, everyone.